good Sunday morning. Ha! November 27th. Wow. November 27th, 2022. And I'm forcing myself to produce more programming, even though I'm not quite in the mood, quote unquote. But the Reverend Dr. Richard W. Arthur Jr., aka Melanin Man, biological living light, a child of the sun, the S-U-N. Is the sun actually a planet? Is it a solid rock that's constantly burning? Or is it a gateway into another lifetime? So, as the Reverend Doctor, I looked at the clock and said 11:11. Okay. In the importance of the one as biological living light, a child of the sun, 11:11. So how is that one drawn? How did the ancestors draw? Wait a minute, that's O-N-E, one. How is it drawn? And with that bottom, middle, top. Now, Master Heej, he's created a spiritual dragon. Welcome. But for some reason, I seem to say, let it go, and then I say welcome. But as the one with this bottom, middle, and top, and not an end, and looking at the sun and being a child of that sun, absorbing the vibrations of light in my 7 layers of melanin dominant skin. The Reverend Doctor still trying to discover himself. 11:11. Wait a minute. After the 10, what is the 10? The 10 is that one that's right next to, oh shit. It's right next to a parabola or a curve. I have this argument in my head. I fight with myself. It's like, okay, Master Heej is teaching me more about the axis of symmetry in understanding, okay, wait a minute. There is a vertex at the curve. Is that the top of the curve? Is that the bottom of the curve? Or is it at the east of the curve or the west of the curve? Where is my focus? Wait a minute. Axis of symmetry, dealing with my divine mind, being the one. oh, wait a minute, there's a left and a right, and that's a square. A square, 4 90-degree right angles dealing with the curve. Harvard, MIT, calcified pineal gland, dry eye, vision. Oh, let's create an institution just for us white men. I remember when Harvard Square was the last train stop. And then in my lifetime, they built 2 Alewife. And sometimes when I get on at Porter Square, wait a minute, Harvard, MIT, Porter Square, what's a porter? Oh, that's the black man that wore the gloves that had to open the door. And then in Harvard Yard, there's the well to pump the water up from the ground. Now, did they have niggas do that too? Make me have to walk by all this shit dealing with what? They bronzed the gloves of the porters. So as Melanin Man, I'm taking in all of this information, seeing there hasn't been any symmetry of the axis of understanding the divine mind, the substance and the insubstance. Or what is the integrity of being human? Do you have integrity in your own psyche, of your own thought process, of yourself? 7 minutes into the segment, wait a minute, I got to 1. What's that 2? Oh, that's the half a heart drawn on a straight line. Oh, that's dealing with the symmetry. Wait a minute, understanding there's a curve, the upper portion and the lower portion, and that's just the substantive side of my existence as a divine energy. Why would I draw or contain the thought of my existence knowing that I'm infinite? Biologic, dealing with the numbers, the connotations, and the integrity of the intent. My integrity of intent is to be absolute insubstantial abstract. Is that even comprehensible? Talked about the 7, the 8. Wait a minute. How can I get to the 8? Let's look at the 3. We dealt with 1 and 2. 3 is, oh, the upper sphere and the lower sphere. Oh, those were the parabolas the white guys didn't want to deal with. Dry eye vision. This is a wet thought. One, 2, 3. The parabolas, the breast and the butt, the curve. We as males are absent. All we have is a curve in the ass. We don't have, oh, wait a minute, what is that curve? What is that breast? What is that orb? Oh, a mammary gland. Oh, and you had to suck on it for sustenance of life from mother to child. And what is that? Oh, that's 360 degrees. And it's a protrusion. No matter how, it's still a curve on a female. The woman should be revered. What is that number 3? The upper sphere, the lower sphere? Oh, visually it's half of an 8. You have 8. You have the curved top and the curved bottom. Here's your 3. And then, oh, the 8 is the DNA. And the 7 is the right angle just before the DNA. After the 6, the full sphere at the bottom of the stem. You have to understand that you're already insubstantial, absolute, abstract, and then you're born. And now 8, 9 is the full sphere at the top of the stem. You understand yourself. 10, you totally understand substance and insubstance. 11, oh, it's the frame of your individuality. Are you that undivided individual at 11 minutes in, getting ready to go into 12? 11, are you that equal to yourself on the substantive and the insubstantial side? In your psyche. This is biologic. Wet eye, first eye. Oh, first eye. The one. Wait a minute. It's liquid. It's H2O. Oh, wait a minute. Hydrogen squared. Oh, that's the half of 2. So that's hydrogen with the substance and an insubstance as a gas. Oh, 12. Are you that one to understand your heart? The curve on the straight line? Oh, 12. 12 minutes in, 12 o'clock, 11 on a Sunday. Looking at that clock, there's only 12 hours in a day. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there was a beautiful sunrise this morning. Oh, my God. What is the transition at dawn? What is the transition at dusk? Are you capable of understanding the nipple, the breast, the orb? Understand the reverence of the woman. Revere the breast, the butt, the curve. I am still a child of my mother, and I'm just sharing my level of divine mind as a student of Master Hedges at the RoxburyTaiChiAcademy.org, understanding the greatness of becoming an undivided individual, dealing with my substance and my insubstance, or understanding chi or Tao. And what does the Tao teach? To be in a standing of all the aspects. In my next segment, I'm going to have to read some Tao and stop running my mouth so much, because the Tao puts it in better words. People just watch me just to see my delivery. I'm putting this shit out here for my own therapy, having to survive in this chaotic 400 years of self-hate, miseducation of biological living light. Melanin Man.